What's happening, everybody? Ryan Murphy checking in, Murphy Baseball Performance. Monday motivation coming at you fast. Look, here's my question to you. What is the value of conventional? Conventional meaning like, okay, yeah, this is how everybody's always done it. This is the accepted theory. If it works for you, if you're producing world-class 1% results, fuck yeah, stay with conventional. But for the rest of you, like me, who is using conventional training techniques in the baseball world for the first 18, 19 years of my life and producing shitty results in terms of velocity, which was a huge part of what really I need to be paying attention to get to my ultimate goal of playing at the highest level. The first time I actually explored unconventional was the first time I started to see success. Now, I think there's a fine line. You don't want to just do unconventional just because. You've got to hold yourself accountable to results. In any method or theory you apply, you have to give it a certain period of time, but you have to be able to say, hey, this method or theory that is unconventional is producing better results or better feel, because sometimes your feel comes before your results, meaning, hey, I feel like this is working, I can feel this, I'm just not getting a better number yet. I've seen that work, but there's got to be something that you feel strongly convicted about that's going to keep you on that less conventional path. But I would challenge you to say that if you're somebody that's really seeking out greatness, if you're seeking out the highest levels of anything, don't sit here and try to do what everybody else is doing. You'll get what everybody else gets. Do shit that is different. Do shit that people tell you is dangerous, okay? Another example of something unconventional that's worked for me. I shredded my knee up, ACL, LCL, 2015, September 1st surgery. The doctor tells me, hey, you're never going to play baseball or lift weights again. And I'm like, fuck that. Watch me, motherfucker. Like, that's not going to happen. I will make sure that I rehab and I get back. So, unconventional, two things. I started wearing a mouth guard, or actually three. I started wearing a mouth guard in PT because when they would go to crack my scar tissue and get my flexion back, knee towards butt, after all my scar tissue in my knee had solidified, it was violent and painful. Like, it hurt like hell. So I put a mouth guard in so that I could relax my face, because I knew from applying unconventional theories that relaxation in the face was going to lead to relaxation in the eyes, was going to lead to the ability to get through more of that scar tissue. And they would laugh at me. They'd be like, Ryan, what the fuck are you doing? Why do you have a mouth guard in? And it was frustrating as hell because I'm in here with all these PTs who supposedly are experts, and they're giving me shit. They're giving me a hard time. But I stuck with it. Another part of the rehab that was unconventional was I was doing a lot of tapping. They'd be doing it and I'd be tapping. And they would literally all start laughing at me. They'd be like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, tapping, emotional freedom technique. You guys ever heard of this? No, I have never heard of it. Well, hey, look, this is a distraction mechanism for the brain, for the limbic brain. This is how I'm distracting my brain from what the fuck you're about to do to me right now, which is about to send my body into a convulsion. And they just laughed and laughed and laughed. And then the third part was voodoo floss. So I'm actually going to show you guys this real quick. But voodoo floss is something that I would even say at this point is not unconventional, but maybe some people still think it is. The hit on this is potentially going to cause you blood clots. Maybe. Okay? Maybe. I don't know. But you wrap this thing tight, okay? Tourniquet effect, restrict blood flow, and then when you take it off, fresh blood comes flowing back through and cleans out a bunch of the nasty shit that builds up in whatever space you're trying to get after. So for my purposes, my knee, I would go ahead and do my quad extensions. Post ACL, you got to first get extension back. I would do my quad extensions with this band wrapped up, and everybody's like, what the fuck are you doing? And so what's funny is that 10 months after surgery, I was back on the field playing, and you know, I give a lot of credit to the people that helped me at PT, but at the same time, if I had listened to what they told me, the conventional wisdom, I probably never would have gotten back onto the field. I probably would have been relegated to a life of just walking up and down steps, stepping up and down on the fucking stepper. And that is total bullshit. So just because people, if here's a good indicator. When people tell you that thing is dangerous, when people tell you that you're crazy for doing that thing, like, do that thing. Do that thing. Try that thing. And again, you've got to know that it's giving you a better result, but if you sit here and you listen to the world and let everybody else set your limits, set your ceiling, you're never going to be elite. Study the best in the world and find this common overlying theme of they break the rules. Rules do not exist in their world to the extent that they exist in everybody else's world. They're willing to be made fun of because they're crazy until they're a genius. Go get it. Dominate your Monday. The world needs you to be successful.